Hello and welcome to Fastrunning.club. In today's video, I'm going to talk about your knee height when you're running. The different types of knee height that you are able to maintain during the duration of the race will allow you to stay in the air longer. If you're covering the ground at a certain velocity and you can stay in the air for a bit longer, in theory you should be able to cover more ground over a faster amount of time, which means you should be able to run a faster time. Now, one of the easiest ways to accomplish this, if nothing has absolutely changed, is to improve your knee height when you're running. So if you have access to a video, get yourself recorded to see where your knee is at when you're running. Your knee could be down here, could be here, or it could be here. Now it differs depending on what kind of race you're doing. If you're doing like a long distance race, running with your knee at 90 degrees is probably not going to be realistic. Although you can probably do it for certain bursts in the race. But if you're doing sprints like less than 100 meters, 100 meters, 200 meters, you can probably sustain the 90 degrees of your knee in the air for a long amount of time. What will happen though is your core will get fatigued, your hip flexors might get fatigued as well, and your quads might get fatigued, which means your knees might start to drop. Ideally, over time, you want to continue to work on this so you can maintain your knee height for an extended period of time. Now, one of the drills I've shared with you in the past is to focus on stepping over your ankle. If you do this, this will at least get your knee to this level, and it should feel quite comfortable to sustain that for the duration of your race. If you can, you want to imagine that you're stepping over a box. So if you imagine that you're going over a box, you need to step over it. And just by doing that action, if nothing else changes with your average velocity, you should be able to cover more ground, and you should be able to sustain that for the races of probably 1 to 200 meters, and you should see that you should run faster. Okay, so just to show you that in action, have that as a key focus. Try that the next time you're doing your sprints, especially like sub 100 meters to 200 meters, and see how you go. If you are doing some extra training runs, like you're doing tempo runs, you're doing HIIT training, you're doing interval training, try to incorporate that so you can condition your body to maintain that movement over an extended period of time. So when it comes to actually doing the race, you find it easier to keep your knees up, and you should end up running a faster time in the race that you're doing. Hopefully that helps. Let me know how you go in the comments below, and I look forward to hearing about your journey with running faster.